Hi YouTube, it's Anneke Van Buren. I'm in Ocala today. As you can see, it's a different setting in my kitchen up here. We survived the little tropical storm that came up along the Florida coast and just sort of parked itself and dumped actually 10 inches of rain in Ocala. We had a lot of wind. We had lots of rain, obviously, but no damage and no power outages, so we were lucky. Unfortunately, it's gone up the coast really, really slowly, and it's parked off the Carolinas now, and there's going to be a lot of flooding. So I'm going to make a simple drink for you today. I attempt to tell you a little bit about the background in it. The recipe that I found was called a Mezcal Negroni, and if you're knowledgeable in forms of tequila or products that are coming out of Mexico, I thought, well, this sounds kind of interesting, Mezcal Negroni. And then I did a little hunting around my local Publix. Doesn't even stock it, Mezcal. And I found another liquor store, and I almost croaked at the price of Mezcal. And then I asked the clerk, I said, well, what's the difference between the Mezcal and the regular tequila? I know the Mezcal is smokier. And she said, well, look it up on Google. Knowledgeable person in the sales floor. Anyway, as I read about it, it's all tequila is made with agave. There's only 4 or 5 kinds of agave that the regular tequila that you would buy off the shelf are made of. And they have to be within a certain designated state in Mexico in order to have that label. But Mezcal comes from like 30 different kinds, and it's smoked over a pit. Well, I'm not a barbecue person in the first place. Some of you are gonna go, oh, it's terrible. I'm sorry, I've never been a fan of barbecue sauce or ketchup or anything like that. I'm a mayonnaise girl, more French than the other. And then I read about how it can have different levels of smokiness. And it's still a tequila, but it's a smoke. I thought, why am I gonna spend this kind of money when it's something I don't even like? So I said, well, I'm gonna make a corporate decision here, and I'm gonna make this and call it a Herradura Negroni or a silver tequila. So that's what I'm doing instead. And it's lighter and it's more summery. So first, we're gonna start out, I'm gonna move these over here, with an ounce, for me, of white tequila, but you could probably use whatever you want. If you want to use Mezcal and you love smoky stuff, those of you that like the peaty scotches, ashtray, no thank you. That's just me. Everybody's taste is different. And then it's an ounce of Campari. I know I keep sneaking this back in here, don't I? Once you acquire a taste for it, it's like people that hate olives and people that love olives. You know, you have to have a taste for certain things. And then it's an ounce of dry vermouth, which is very different from a Negroni, because a Negroni is sweet vermouth. So, 1 ounce each. Tequila of your choice, or Mezcal. 1 ounce of Campari, and 1 ounce of dry vermouth. I always like to have dry vermouth on hand, because when a recipe will call for white wine and you're making something, there you go. Or if I have Prosecco or Champagne and I haven't finished the bottle and it's gone flat, I will use that. Don't throw it out. Put it in your chicken piccata. And you're just gonna stir this in a shaker for ice. Just stir it well, okay? So we have tree branches down, little ones everywhere. all in the driveway, all on the lawn, and then the community had some tree guys out here today with their big trucks and their cranes cutting down more branches. We didn't lose any power at all. So it was like, for us here in Florida, it was like, All right, and I'm gonna pour this into one of my cocktail glasses. I haven't tried this. And peel of orange. So we can call this a silver tequila Negroni or a tequila Negroni, whatever you want to call it, unless you do some mezcal. So we have a smell. It's pretty, isn't it? It's bitter, but it's light. It's very refreshing. This drink would not be for everyone. If you like sweet things, you definitely wouldn't like it at all. But if you like something that's a little tartar, and it's got that tequila little bite to it. I'm finding I like tequila more all the time. So, there we go. So what am I wearing for you today? I've been experimenting. If you haven't noticed, I'm gonna move this out of the way. I've been wearing more lingerie, mixing up these drinks. So I like to see what's my my projection of predictability here. When I wear less, there's more of you that watch and stay to the end. If I wear like an elegant outfit that might have a little cleavage, you watch part of it. If I wear an outfit that has no cleavage, you're there for probably 30 seconds. It's okay. I understand how things are. So this is a pretty lingerie set. I'm gonna get up a little bit closer so you can see. It's a flower print. And this is all satin. There's a hot pink, there's a purple, there's a teal, there's an off-white. These are little cranes that are flying through on a black ground. And then these are panties that match, and in the back they are full, they're not thongs. And then there's a garter belt, and it's all in satin. So this is what happens when I buy regular stockings. This is how long my legs are. There's that much leg left over. So my secrets in lace stockings are down in Tampa, which is really fun, was to film there in that kitchen the other day. The lighting was really good. It's easy to work with the camera. So when I'm down there again, I will do the next update there. So, and this is just the black robe that you've seen before. And these are the highest stilettos that I've worn in a long time. If you can see them. And they hurt my feet because they are so high. The arch is like this. So I won't be going out to the mall in them, but they look good, don't they? Black patent, and I believe they're a 5.5-inch heel. So that's it for today. Thank you for being here. And if you get a kick out of watching Granny in her lingerie or in her sexy clothes mixing you a new and different cocktail, then go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to be notified, just hit that bell. Love to hear from you. I do appreciate your comments. You're all very sweet. You're very kind. And you know what? I love you right back. Remember, it doesn't cost a thing to be kind. Why don't you pass it on this week? Namaste, my friends. Until we meet again.